All right, welcome back. Okay, here we go. This is another racy vice story. So take your children out of the room, get minors out of the room, maybe even some ladies, because it's going to get kind of dicey. Okay, so I'm warning you, here we go. I know it's YouTube, but I'm not that gross a guy, but I'm going to try to, again, make it sound, or explain it as best I can without getting too gross here. Work in Vice, and we get a call to meet a supervisor, and there's like 8 of us show up, and a couple of supervisors, and he goes, and what's going on? Well, they have a lady councilwoman that wants to go out and look at some of the Vice spots, okay, because she wants to see if we're not harassing her people. And okay, fine. So a lot of the places are what they call it's a theater that shows porno. It also sells adult toys, okay, in the store, and it sells all kinds of stuff, videos, DVDs. It also has a small theater in the back. You walk through the little store and there's a theater. So we were making Vice, we were making some arrests in these places for lewd conduct and a bunch of other things, guys playing with themselves and whatever. So she wanted to go in one of them to see, she'd never been in one, so she wanted to see what it looked like, what the setup was, and she wanted to see what we were doing. So the supervisors wanted some beef on the hoofs, wanted some guys to back her up because she is a city councilwoman and she's got a lot of power, and she's with her aide. It was a lady and she had an aide, a little 25-year-old young guy in a suit with her. So we go to one of these places, and you know, it's those 2 council people, and then I think it was 3 supervisors, and then the 4 or 5 of us walking back, just kind of like an entourage, to make sure she's okay. So we go through, she's looking around, she's picking up these items, and she thinks, well, you know, which is true, it's gross, but hey, you know, it's legal, and, you know, c'est la vie. Okay, whatever they want to do, you know, fine. She didn't really care either way. So we go into the theater. It's only got about maybe 40 seats in there, okay? And there's a movie going on of people having sex and doing other things. So she goes down a row and sits down, and the supervisor's sitting down, and we're sitting a couple of rows back, just kind of making sure she's okay. So, you know, there's only like 5 guys in this theater other than us. They're kind of spread out around us. So we're just sitting there in the dark and with the light. I'm not even looking at the movie because I don't really care about this. I'm working. I don't have time for this kind of nonsense right now, or any time. I'm going to tell my wife that. I don't have time. So anyway, so all of a sudden we hear this blood-curdling scream. It's the councilwoman. And she jumps up, and what had happened was, I won't tell you at the same time because we found this out later, apparently one of the guys that was scattered here, one of the customers, saw her, and he slowly, as the movie was progressing, moved up a row and moved over to get near her. We didn't even notice that because everybody's kind of looking around. And so he gets near her, and then at some moment, he turned, and he had his private out, and he's playing with it. And he's looking at her, okay? And she looked over and saw this, and of course, being that she's never been these places before and probably never seen this kind of activity in public before, she let out this blood-curdling scream. And when she screamed, this guy jumps up, and of course his pants are down to his knees. He's trying to run down the aisle. The supervisor's yelling, "Get that SOB!" So you got cops jumping the chairs trying to catch this guy. He didn't get very far because you can't run with your pants down. So he gets about, I don't know, 10 feet, 12 feet. And of course they're on him. They cuff him up. She's all traumatized and everything. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So, and I'm sitting back there laughing. I never got to him. I was on the other side of the theater. I'm just kind of going, what does she expect in here? Okay. So they grab him. They get her name. They already know her name, so they have to use her as a witness because he's doing a lewd act in here in front of her. Obviously, she was a motivation for him. He liked her, I guess. Not a very attractive lady, but you know, whatever. So they take him away. Okay. So now we're walking out of the place, and we're outside. We're walking in the doorway of the entrance, and the little aide, little guy in a suit, he looks up and he goes, "Hey, Sergeant, what's this sticky stuff on the floor?" You know, and I won't say what he said, what the supervisor said, but you guys, again, tell your wife or girlfriend what the word would be. It starts with an S, ends with a P. Okay, it produces baby. Baby. It's part of the half of the solution to make a baby. That's what it is on the floor. It's been there a while, so it gets, you know, it dries or semi-dries. So the sergeant says the word of what it is. And this aide looks at him, which is appalling, mouth just opens up, and he looks down, and of course, you have to understand, I forgot to talk about this, people. The place kind of smells a little bit too. Okay, that's kind of an added, I didn't bring that up before, now I bring it up. There's this odor in there, okay, kind of a bathroom dirty smell comes from that type of thing. So coupled with that, and that look on his face and what the sergeant told him, he just looks and immediately takes 3 steps outside the place, and right on the sidewalk he's vomiting. Okay, he's done. He's thrown up. So the councilwoman says, well, Sergeant, you didn't have to be so blunt. He goes, well, he asked me what it was, you know. And she goes, oh my God. She's over to him. Are you all right? All right. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. He can't even talk. He's through his vomit. And so she says, we're going to go ahead and leave. So they get in their car and they drive off. And we're all standing there and everybody's just laughing. And the sergeant says, well, he says, gave her a lesson tonight. This is how the real world works in Vice. You did a good job, guys. We got an arrest out of it. We're done for the night. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later. So hopefully I can explain that enough where you can explain to someone else what that was, but that's my little Vice story in a theater. All right, hope you liked it. Bye-bye.